Every beginner has a huge problem. They don't know what they don't know. And when you don't know, you try a bunch of things. But a lot of them waste time and money. You know? Hi, I'm Kate, and I made you a list of the 5 things I wish someone would have told me when I was just starting yoga. And number 5 is something you'll absolutely want to watch out for. Tip number 1, get good equipment. Now, good equipment doesn't mean expensive. In fact, yoga doesn't even have that much gear to spend money on. So then we have to ask the next question, expensive compared to what? Compared to the price of a cup of coffee? Yoga is kind of pricey. But compared to the price of a car? It's dirt cheap. So let's compare it to something that makes sense. A pair of running shoes. A good pair of running shoes is going to cost between $115 and $120 every 6 months. Why every 6? Well, when you run, you wear down the bottoms of the shoes. So you have to, over time, keep replacing them. But a great yoga mat costs $100 to $150. But you buy that one time. One. Why? Because it comes with a lifetime guarantee. But let's back up a moment. Why do you want good quality equipment? Because you want something that's gonna last, such as that mat that lasts a lifetime. And the second reason is you want your equipment to do what it's supposed to do. Like for instance, mats. The job of a yoga mat is to keep you from slipping and falling. And that's what those premium mats do. Those cheaper mats that cost $20 to $30 that you find at a big box store, they actually get slicker as you get wet. And why do you get wet? Because you sweat. So what equipment do you need? You need a mat and 2 blocks. Why 2? Because you have 2 hands. But here's an idea. You could actually try equipment before you buy. I bet you know somebody that has a mat just sitting around in their closet or their garage, and you can call them up and ask to borrow it. Or a lot of yoga studios actually offer rental mats that you can try for a small charge. So it could be a good idea to borrow a mat to get started. But once you've made the decision that yoga is for you, then you're gonna wanna get good equipment. Tip number 2, choose the right class. Too often people start with the wrong class. How do they end up in the wrong class? Well, they sit down at their computers and they start typing in yoga. And that's gonna give them a lot of random videos. But random videos are gonna give you random results. Instead, you wanna look for classes that are beginner or beginner friendly. But you still have to pay attention because beginner classes aren't always for beginners. So you can end up in a class that is too hard, which is discouraging and frustrating, and maybe even a little dangerous. Or else you end up in a class that's too easy, and then you get bored and distracted, and it doesn't build the strength and flexibility that you're looking for. So what's the solution? Well, you have to start with you. You have to ask what you want out of yoga. Are you athletic? Then you're gonna want a more vigorous, challenging, strength-building class. If you're new to exercise and yoga, you're gonna wanna start with classes that go step by step and study with someone that has a plan to get you stronger over time. Wanna relax? Then you're gonna be looking for classes with titles such as Hatha and Yin and maybe even Restorative. By the way, give a thumbs up if you like this video. On this channel, we help people new to yoga go from unsure and intimidated beginners to confident practitioners with a strong body, clear mind, and inspired life. Tip number 3, everyone starts as a beginner. I know that's hard to believe. It seems like everyone has been practicing yoga forever. And then you have the yoga influencers who look like they've been doing yoga since they were in the womb. But I've got great news. You didn't miss the yoga boat. You can start right now. Or if you've been away a while, you can return now. Because everyone has a different path, a different yoga journey. You are not behind because there is no behind. You start where you are. Tip number 4, you will get better. You can learn this. That's always been the promise of yoga. Yoga takes effort though, like any other skill. How fast can you learn it? Well, it depends how often you practice and who you study with. You will begin to see a difference though in one class and a noticeable change in 1 month. The thing you absolutely don't want to have happen though, and that's tip number 5, is to give up too soon. Think about it. You're building strength and flexibility and balance and endurance. You're learning to breathe and focus, and you're reshaping your body. You're teaching yourself to be calm and less reactive to stress. This takes time. And as you're learning, it's common to hit a plateau right before a breakthrough. In fact, too many people quit right before they make major progress. So keep at it, and you will see the changes you're looking for. What beginning yoga tips do you wish someone would have told you? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're ready to get faster results with yoga, you need to watch this video next, where I go over exactly how to get started.